Welcome to Sandbox FOMO5 from Buro Happold. Each week we pick short snippets from our most recent episode for your listening pleasure. These quick listens could be valuable insights, thought-provoking elements, or even practical advice that will no doubt enrich your life and knowledge. Sandbox brings together curious individuals interested in a specific topic to discuss, dissect, and interrogate it. The style is conversational, with experts from Buro Happold and invited external guests who will add another angle to the narrative. Listeners are encouraged to gather around our podcast so that we can explore the latest advances in various fields and expand our collective horizons. Sometimes we'll tackle a subject head-on, sometimes a sideways view, but always with curiosity, expertise, and who knows, maybe even a dash of humour.
In what way are your approaches, Lena and Dan, in what way are your approaches different when it comes to designing residential as opposed to offices? And what are the immutable universal truths, best practice, if you will, of acoustic and lighting across all buildings? So, Lena, I'll go to you first. What's different? What's the same between residential and offices when it comes to lighting, please?
The overall principles are the same, but I would say in a residential project or in our own homes, I would say that personal comfort comes first. So because it's your own space, we should prioritize our own comfort and safety. If it feels nice for you, it's nice. That's it.
Yeah.
But of course, we need to have like a good general illumination and task illumination in terms of light levels in uniformity. But other than that, it's good to have multiple lighting sources to offer this flexibility and create the proper atmosphere for different times of the day and different circumstances. And then is the lighting scenarios, which we already mentioned. This is applicable in residential projects as well.
The adaptability, the easy user interface, all that sort of thing.
Yeah, and having different scenarios, like having one scenario for a celebration, let's say, or a different scenario when you want to do something like a task, like having a different setting of lights.
I see. So that's fascinating. So the lighting can make you focus in different ways. Yeah.
So it's the same lighting sources, but some of them are dimmed, some of them are off, some of them are warmer or cooler. So the lights are the same, but different settings create different atmospheres. And then I would also say the furniture layout is important to arrange furniture to maximize natural lighting from windows and skylights. So position workspaces and task areas near the openings.
Okay, so it's almost like the way the light can travel through your room if you've got sort of sofas blocking bits.
But also it makes more sense to have like your office next to the window rather than your sofa, for example, because you need light to work.
Okay, I see what you mean. So in fact, actually, that brings me on, Lena, rather nicely to when you're looking at home design, what are some of the most common mistakes you see when it comes to lighting and configurations thereof?
I would say a common mistake is lack of flexibility. So many spaces, even nowadays, fail to adapt to different needs and individual preferences. Lighting can offer this flexibility with different scenarios and controls. Another frequent issue this is more for offices, is glare coming from light sources or insufficient illumination, which fails to offer comfort people to complete their tasks.
Thank you, Lena. Dan, same question to you. When we talk about home rather than office, what are the things that are the same? What are the things that are different?
It's really similar, but I guess it's in terms of use. And I'm going to go back to that point that Lena made. It's the use of the space. And that's the thing that drives what we do. So in an office space, we want to provide a level of privacy. So we talked about noise masking earlier on, Andy, my favourite topic. We want to be designing noise levels so they're up at that 40, 45, 50 decibel mark so we can provide a degree of privacy in a big space. What we want to be doing is we want to be designing it so it's really lovely and quiet so that we provide a brilliant baseline for people to then be able to create the acoustic environment that they want. So some people, and this is where it gets a bit subjective, and what we do as designers is we provide them a lovely bassline that's quiet. And then, for example, like me, I will choose to use some noise masking at nighttime, and I will use an app, and I've got a little speaker that sits on my bedside that just plays some white or pink noise that masks some of the surrounding environment.
Sorry, Dan,
as
just
well.
very quickly, I have to know,
Sure.
when you talk about pink noise, because this is something I've just learned about recently, just tell me very quickly, what is pink noise as opposed to white noise?
So, pink noise has an equal amount of energy in each band. It's unweighted. It gets a little bit technical. Fundamentally, if I was to really simplify it, I would say it's got more energy at the low end than white noise does. It's a bit bassier, fundamentally, compared to white noise. And because of that, it's a little bit better at masking that lower frequency sound as well.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that quick dip into our last episode of Sandbox. Don't forget to subscribe to follow the show. You'll find Sandbox in all the usual places, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Buro Happold's YouTube channel, and on the Buro Happold website. What's more, if you want to join the conversation on X, known as Twitter to its old friends, use the hashtag BHSandbox. We'd love to hear from you on any of the topics discussed.